Day 12, welcome back, Tanya here. Thank you to those returning and thank you to all the new subscribers joining. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this content, and hopefully there will be some nuggets in here that you can take away and apply to your own life. So today I'm going to cover off my spiritual awakening and connection to intuition, source, God, universe, whatever you want to sort of call a higher power. So as I mentioned in earlier blogs, I truly believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and while we're in this kind of body, our vibration tends to be lower in order for us to be in this kind of physical space and time. However, we've got that innate connection of our soul and spirit to the universe and everything that sort of connects us to the kind of collective. And some people refer to it as our higher power, our higher self, source, God, universe, whatever sort of aligns to you. I know today's topic might not align with everyone. Some of you might find spiritual awakening and all that kind of stuff a bit woo-woo, and that's totally fine. This isn't going to be something that I'm going to be covering off in every single vlog, but today this is the topic. So if you want to sort of stick around, you might learn something. So in terms of my spiritual awakening, when I was coming up to sit in my final accountancy exams, I was starting to have a lot of self-doubt, stressing out. Am I going to be able to pass them this time round, having already failed 2 exams previously, so this was my second attempt at them. But I was really focused and I really wanted to complete my accountancy training so then I could actually move on to the next chapter in my life. So my mother paid for me to get a back massage to be able to take a bit of the tension away from my shoulders so I can actually have relaxed arms. So when I was having to do the 3-hour examinations, I would be able to write and be able to sort of like focus on being able to be relaxed enough to do it. And the therapist that I went to was also trained in Reiki. She was a Reiki master, and having explained why I was there, she suggested, with my permission, that she would give me maybe a 10-15 minute Reiki amongst the back massage that she was giving me. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally up for it. And I was absolutely amazed at how I actually felt. So when I went in, my head was just like all over the place. I just had so many thoughts and I was probably in a negative kind of spiral. And back then I hadn't done Mind Store for Life, so I didn't know about the kind of power of the mindset and shifting everything, even though I had done some reframing in the past, but it wasn't conscious. It was a subconscious kind of action that I was taking. So within that 10-minute taster of Reiki, I felt that my brain just sort of like slowed down. Every thought went into the right place and I was able to access the thoughts as and when I wanted to, rather than them running the show. And I just was so absolutely amazed by how quick it worked that it triggered my kind of curiosity. So once I successfully passed my 2 exams and I had the kind of free time, when I went and did Mind Store for Life and I started reading a lot of books, one of the kind of areas that I wanted to explore further was understand a bit more about Reiki. And when the timing in the universe, sort of like when you put it out there that you want to know more, the right teacher and the right opportunity arises. So my therapist actually was going to be running some group attunement sessions on Reiki I in December. So I had gone in, my exams were in, so it was in May, so I had gone and had my treatment in May, and then in December I ended up joining her group. And I did my Reiki I attunement. For those of you that are not aware of Reiki, you can actually Google and it'll give you all the kind of history of it. But it was Dr Mikao Usui in Japan who sort of came up with this kind of energy healing modality. And then he's cascaded it into the West, and my kind of lineage comes from Dr Mikao Usui all the way down to William Lee Rand, and then it came down to my Reiki master, Sharon, who then sort of like attuned me and a number of other people. And we did Reiki I in December 2000, and then I sort of loved working with the energy and with the kind of group of people, because we were doing Reiki shares and sharing experiences, because this was the kind of beginning of our spiritual path for a number of us. And then in 2002, I proceeded to do my Reiki II. And after I did that, it enabled me to sort of like do distant Reiki, which I found extremely helpful, because I was able to then explore the power of being able to help someone at a distance rather than just physically have them in front of you. And plus you can send intentions as well. So that was almost like the beginning of manifestation and law of attraction, that I was sort of like opening up to, so that awakening for me. And as a result of doing the Reiki II, then I proceeded in 2003 to do my Reiki III, which is the master level. And that enables the student to be able to then attune other people and become Reiki I and Reiki II, and then eventually masters themselves. For me personally, at that point, I didn't have an intention in becoming a practicing Reiki master, where I would actually attune people into the different levels. And even at this moment in time, that is not what my intention is. For me, it was about gaining a better understanding of the energy, of the intuition, of the connection to ultimate source, which is where I feel I feel aligned. And by going and having that training and doing the kind of 7 months of case studies that I did to get my certification, I actually felt that I was starting to listen to my gut, because that is where, for me personally, my intuition almost resides. It's not up in the head, it is in my gut. And having done my hypnotherapy training as part of the RTT training course, I have found out that your stomach, where your gut is not far off from, is the seat of all emotions. And this is where intuition is about connecting you out of the logical, material, body plane, ego, and it's connecting you to pure love, compassion, and kindness. And the whole the precepts of Reiki are absolutely wonderful, and one of the ones is be kind to others today and every day. And that's probably why I resonate so much with the kind of channel Max Inoki, where their kind of motto is be kind always, because we have to be kind always, first to ourselves and then to everyone around us, because we're all in this together. And if we support each other on this journey, it will make it far more enjoyable, but at the same time, a much richer learning and growing experience for us all as a collective and individually. So that was my kind of spiritual awakening, doing the kind of Reiki training. And then I went and did a number of other courses, angel cards and spiritual visualizations over the years. And I've thoroughly kind of enjoyed that connection of being able to take some immersive chill out time to just focus on your well-being and do what your body wants you to do in order for you to be in total alignment. And there's a lot of material now on YouTube and everywhere, and books and podcasts that are sort of like focusing on the kind of wellness. But that was my kind of spiritual kind of awakening and my connection to Reiki. But the thing that I just wanted to sort of like highlight is that yesterday I was starting to ask myself the question, how do I increase the subscribers and viewers on this channel and do it in an organic, but in a way that feels authentic and genuine, and it's not going to stress me out, because this is a fun experience. I'm loving being in front of the camera now. It's almost like now I'll probably be going to 15 minutes longs in these kind of sessions, and you'll be wanting to sort of like shut me up. But at the same time, I want to get the message out there, and the more viewers I've got, then more people that genuinely need this content. Because as I've said, when the student is ready, the right teacher comes along. And some of the big kind of transformation gurus that are out there resonate with certain people, but they don't necessarily resonate with everyone. And this is where my message, my way of presenting information might resonate with some of you, where it might not with others. And it's about me finding my tribe. So when I put that question out to the universe, how can I do this? Well, the universe delivered. It gave me lots of information last night. There was a lot of tossing and turning happening in bed to sort of like get all these thoughts. And then I was like waking up. I had a notepad next to my bed, and I was writing down notes. And then I've spent today putting these things into place. So over the next kind of week or so, there's probably going to be a bit more activity happening on the channel. There'll be more subscribers joining, because I feel absolutely confident, and not from an arrogant perspective, but because this message needs to go out there, and I need to share and be heard and be seen and be brave in order for all of us to be free. So I got my answers. So this is where, if you create this true connection to your intuition and you start trusting your intuition, then the sky's the limit, or maybe moon is the limit. I don't know. We'll see how far we can go with this channel, and how many people we can actually impact along the way. So how do you connect with your intuition? Do you find yourself trusting yourself? Has there been times in your life where you wanted to trust yourself, but something came up that you weren't able to? Is there experiences and times where you were absolutely spot on, or is it something that you just do every day and you're not even aware that you're actually doing it? It would be good if you can actually share in the comments below, and then we can sort of share experiences, and then it can inform maybe some of the content that I'll be posting post this 30-day challenge that I've self-imposed on myself, but I'm thoroughly enjoying the process. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here and I want you to go out and seize the day. Have an absolute awesome day, and remember, you've got choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye for now.